Look people, Plunder. A friend of mine rang me up this morning and said, Phil, I've got a load of old junk, I've just cleared a shed out, come down and have a look, see if there's anything you want. Now that's red rag to a bull as far as I'm concerned. So what I've got is 2 toolboxes full of some quite useful tools, some plastic, white machinable nylon type plastic. It's not COVID-19, I've just got hay fever. I've got some armoured cable, flex cable. The piece on top is 3-phase. Unfortunately, the piece underneath is single-phase, but you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Nice hammer, nice hammer. A box full of wagon straps, ratchet straps, really useful things. A box full of electrical fittings, single phase. That's a 3-phase one. That's a 3-phase 4-pin. This is all single phase. That looks like a caravan hookup to me. And 4 sockets there, which I'll probably go on eBay. A very nice old Dunlop foot pump, complete with non-standard hose, but I'm sure it works. The pump doesn't work, but it'll only want a new leather washer put on it. Some stone cutting discs, some metal cutting discs, and the best is yet to come, because also there was a electric motor driven single phase pressure washer on a metal stand, which looked like a really heavy duty piece of kit. It's a bit grotty and corroded, but that's just on the outside with being stood. And also quite a bit of angle iron, some box section, all useful metal, a load of threaded rod, a load of really large threaded rod, which is here. I've already put this away, but I mean, look at that, you know, and that's in metre lengths. I've got 4 or 5 of those. Some angle iron, so all useful stuff. And the tragedy is it's from a guy I used to know, a guy I used to live 2 doors away from, and he was I fixed his van for him. Before I got the workshop back, he had a Marina van, and it failed its MOT on having a bad bumper mounting, and I welded it up for him and fixed it, and he was ever so pleased. And of course he's passed on, and my mate went to clear his shed, so he gave me first choice on everything. And there's a lot more to come, and there is a lot of Armstrong lever arm dampers, and also some what look like brand new Morris Marina parts, including one front suspension strut. So that could be good on eBay, because it's no use to me, but it'll be of use to somebody. Somebody somewhere will be crying out for one. Right, this is just a little bit of interim video that I'm shooting. I'm just in Langtoft unloading it. There's my here's my dear daughter in her own designer mask, running away from the camera. Very cute. And it's overcast, and it looks like it's going to pour with rain. So I'll cut this off here, and I'm coming back tomorrow, because the guy's bringing me the rest of the stuff in his big van. And I'll show you it then, and we'll also have a crack on with this welder and see if we can make any sense at all of this welder diagram. Catch you later, people. Bye bye now. Right, chaps, we're on the welder, and we've made some headway. I found that the let me just get something I can point with. A pointer, there we have a pointer. I found that, let me see if I can get it where you can see it. This contact here, which has a wire number 6 and a wire number 3, is actually this contact here, and I've labelled it up, right? It wasn't helpful that the number 3 wire was clearly marked with a number 3, but the number 6 wire is marked psi, which I assume is 6 in some European language. I'm not sure which one, but I know that that German is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. So there you go. So that's marked SEI. So we've traced it through. The contact is working. But another thing I've just looked at here is this little relay. Now the purpose of this relay is to operate the gas valve and the HF start when you're in TIG mode, because this welder will also stick weld. But in TIG mode, this little relay clicks in and out as you click the trigger switch. And if you look carefully on this relay just here, you can see there's like a brown stain. I hope you can see anyway. There's like a brown stain on the inside of the perspex or plastic, and that's a clear indication that these contacts have been arcing. And also there's a bit of a flash mark on the actual coil. Now, always when you're looking for electrical faults, always look for tiny little burn marks like that. And sure enough, these contacts were very dirty and have obviously been arcing. Well, I think I've saved it. I've cleaned it all up with emery tape. I've sprayed it with electrical cleaner, and it should be okay now. I've tested it electrically, it's all working. So we've traced our wires from the HF coil here. We've traced these two back, the switch is okay, and I think it's time now to reassemble it and test it. Unfortunately, I haven't time to do it now because I've got to go back to Driffield and sort stuff out there. But my friend arrived with the rest of my Plunder and a PV amplifier to repair. This is a PVPA amp which his band uses, and it's off a channel basically. And he said it's been repaired before, and the last time it was repaired it was a dry joint, but I'll have to just dive into it and see what I can find, if I can find anything. So what have we got here? We've got some Armstrong lever arm shock absorbers, one of which is brand new. We've also got a front steering unit, suspension unit, that looks to me like it could be off a Morris 1000, a Marina perhaps. It goes that way up. That's the top link, that's the bottom link, and the shock absorber goes onto there. So that bolts up to the shock absorber. This also looks like it's a brand new shock absorber, because it's still got the cardboard protectors on. So I've got an old Lucas wiper motor, a couple of dynamos, and the ignition coil, but a couple of dynamos that are obviously card. They look like Morris 1000 actually. I think the Morris 1000 had the coil mount on the dynamo, but don't fully remember. Useful bit of chain, and all sorts of things like nuts and bolts, and quite a few tools, quite a few really nice little tools. But I'll be going through those later, and if I come across anything that I think is of interest, I'll put it out. But the star of the piece, as far as I'm concerned, is this. I'll just move around the light side so you can see. And it's a little electric pressure wash. Now you can tell how long it is since this has been used, because it's got a 15 amp plug on it. But I've just stuck a screwdriver through the fan cowl at the back, and to my great amazement it's not seized up, it's turning over freely. So with a bit of a clean up and probably a change of the compressor oil, of the pump oil, that might be a goer. Doubtless the valves in it will be stuck, but you never know. It needs a new pressure hose, and it needs an obvious leak here sorting out, but that could be a useful little tool. It's You've seen the 15 amp plug. It's single phase. It's got 2 double capacitor start box there. I'll have to just whip that open and check the capacitors. But other than that, it's all right for now. Just wish the bloke it used to belong to was still with us, because he was a nice guy. But there you go. That's life. Oh, nice little car horn there. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep this junk. It's partly hay fever. It's awful. It's partly just that I can't let things go. And I know. I mean, things like this, they're so useful. Penny washers are so useful. Magnets, all sorts of stuff. Nice screwdriver there. Hammerheads, tyre lever. Now aren't they cute? What a cute little pair of round nose pliers. I have actually a pair of flat nose pliers that exactly match those, so they'll get a clean up and will go in the pliers drawer. Anyway, oh, look at those wagon straps, ratchet clamps, how useful are they? Anyway, we'll call that it for this week, and when I get this sorted out, I'll show you some more. Catch you later, people. Stay safe. Don't go out like me. I'm wicked going out, but I've got a mask on my head, although you can't see me. You're not seeing me this week. It's a non-me week. You must believe when I tell you I'm not ill. I've just got really bad hay fever and sinusitis. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Wash your hands. Like, subscribe, comment, shout at me. Have fun. I'll catch you next week. Bye for now.